The other option for adding color to your fall perspective drawings is to use colored pencil. When we are using colored pencil, we want to practice a technique called cross-hatching. When we're cross-hatching, you are using your pencil. We don't use the tip like this, use the side of the pencil to start shading in one direction. If you want your color to be darker, you simply press down harder with your pencil. If you're noticing that there's a lot of white spaces left behind, this is where cross-hatching can come into play. Since we've already shaded up and down using their colored pencil, now we're going to shade side to side. This is where the cross part of cross-hatching comes into play. So I twist my paper so it's easier for me to shade, and I start to shade in the opposite way. You can see that by doing this, I'm making like many different cross shapes with my marks. And this helps us get like a nice, smooth, even color on our art. Additionally, if you want to try doing some blending, you could try layering colors on top of each other with cross-hatching. So on top of my darker green, I'm going over it with this lighter green. It kind of adds more depth to our drawing and makes it look more realistic when we have other colors. Along with doing dark green and light green, you could even go ahead and try and do some experimenting with colors. Maybe you want to add some yellow into that. You could even see what happens if you added in some blue. When we look at grass, or when we look at really anything in nature, you're not just going to see one solid color of green, you're going to see different shades. Some might have a more bluish tint, some might have a more yellow tint, but there's always going to be different shades in pretty much anything in nature. Another technique you could try when you're doing something with like pumpkins is to try doing some shading with your pumpkin. So with my pumpkin, I'm going to have my color be darker at the bottom and the top, like this, and lighter in the middle. I'm thinking this makes my pumpkin look more spherical. It makes it look more 3D. Then I'm going to go over that middle section with some yellow. So I'm practicing my shading here. So you can color your hayfields however you like. Make sure that you are being careful when sharpening your pencils so you're not doing it too sharp or the tip just snaps off. Remember that we need to make sure that we're using our supplies carefully and wisely. Okay, I'm gonna put this on fast mode so you can see how it turns out.